Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I do Exitus Elite. I have been with the company now for over 5 years. Came in to the business August the 1st of 2016. And this time of year is a perfect time to be doing online business, especially a system to where the commissions are life-changing income. And if you don't know, Exitus Elite has been around for over 7 years, has the best owner I've ever seen in any business. I have been in good businesses. I've made good money in other businesses as well, but nothing has even come close to Exitus Elite because of the way that the pay structure is. We get paid immediately. We always make 100% commissions, and we get to pick how we want to get paid. So the last couple of weeks, y'all, I have really, I would usually be putting the hammer down, making a lot of videos like crazy. About a month ago, I made quite a few videos. I have over 200 videos for Exitus Elite over this 5-year span. So I'm not one that jumps around. When I find something really good, I have a tendency to really stick with it. And this is a perfect time for the market. What's really happened lately is we're living life. You know, I've been free from a job since May 7th of 2015. Me and my girlfriend or fiance has actually, we've got a big boat we bought about 2 years ago. It's a yacht. It's a 40-foot yacht it's actually at the beach at this time. But we have a lake house, and this is too small of a lake for a 40-foot boat. The depth in this lake at the deepest I seen over the weekend was about 8.5, 9 feet. So it has a lot of shallow spots for a lake. So we went looking and bought a little pontoon boat. This is a 20-footer. It needed a little bit of work done to it. The headlight was gone, stuff like that. But this was my day when we actually picked it up. I went there and took a look at it, rode around and stuff like that. Beautiful, just needed a lot of cleaning. I brought it home, and for a week solid, I put over 40 hours. Matter of fact, my hair is lightened for more bleach, where I had bleached everything. It looked like rain coming down. So what I'm going to do is I've got pictures that I had posted. As a matter of fact, I just uploaded them. I didn't vet it out, any of them, so there might be some embarrassing pictures. I don't know. But this is going to show the weekend with the grandkids and me and my girlfriend, out and about. First time ever driving this boat at our lake house. So it's absolutely, it's going to be, really. But if you look at this, y'all, this is such a beautiful boat. The colors were pretty. It had a lot of mildew up here, so I went crazy with the bleach, getting everything off and sanitizing, getting it all clean. So while I'm showing these pictures of the weekend, I'm gonna continue to talk about Exitus Elite, and just keep you going about the business itself, if that's okay with everybody. All right, so go ahead and update this real quick, and we'll get going. All right, y'all. I want you to understand something. I have been with Exitus Elite for over 5 years now. But the biggest difference between Exitus Elite and other businesses was the fact that I was, used to getting like $33 commissions, stuff of that nature. These low, businesses, $18 or whatever it may be, that we might have been doing at that time, right? So the problem is, it would take your entire zip code basically for you to make the kind of income that you would make when you're having $1,000 or $2,000 commissions that are coming in. So I've had downline before that tell me they never sold or made any money before ever. They couldn't sell an $18 business to save their life, but they get an Exitus Elite and the money started coming in. Now the reason why I think that's so important is because that you realize that people get an online business because they want to make money. It's not to make $18 per se. Now, if I had a free business and I go posting in Facebook, work at home, work for home opportunities, there's Facebook groups like that. They have a tendency to like free and cheap, so I could get a lot of leads per se. If I had a really good Facebook group with a lot of hyped up people that really enjoy the business, you could make some money on the side with these $18 or $30 commissions and stuff of that nature, y'all. But let me tell you, the wrong business done right is still the wrong business. When I got free from the job, I was averaging anywhere from 300 to 350 members a month. I was number one on the leaderboard for this smaller business. I was really excited about it, and so I had a lot of people coming in. That didn't mean that everyone would go active, but I had a decent ratio that was coming in of people. So what I went up doing is I was making like $4,000 to maybe $5,000 working my tail off to get a lot of people in to see it. Had a good Facebook group, obviously be there for my people and answer the phone. But it felt like it took every person I had just to barely get by. Yes, I wasn't working 65 hours a week in a restaurant, and that was a blessing right by itself because that's what I had done for 26 years in restaurants. But it wasn't the answer either. I was working at home is basically what had happened, right? So, number one on the leaderboard, I left the business. I left the business even as number one because I needed to find something where the money was going to be there every week at, without me having to work my tail off like that, right? So what I did is I started looking around. Me and one of my buddies, he was looking at the same time I was trying to find something a little bit more profitable. And we came across Exitus Elite at the time. It was really hot. August the 1st, y'all, is the first day that I released my very first YouTube videos. I made 4 videos and released them all on that day. Went crazy, y'all. I made over $40,000 in my first 30 days in Exitus Elite. Now, what I want you to understand is, in 2016, it was a hot item, right? But even till this day, I am still making, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 weeks inside of Exitus Elite. I had 4,000 in 3 days. I think recently I posted up here. Let me see. 2,000 all days. These are thumbnails right here. I'm going to use this to kind of help me keep guided. 4,000 in 4 days will sit right here, y'all. I even have days where I was making up to 17,000 in a month. And this is years later. This is a business that's been around for 7 years. Now, since this time, we also added another pay structure called a G2000, right? So people come in at G2000, you literally make $2,000. Now, what you need to know about Exitus Elite, y'all, is Exitus Elite is an awesome, complete training system and support. The reason I say support is so important. If I needed something right now today, I could reach out to Paul Stevenson or his son, who is in control of support itself, and know it would be taken care of. And, I've seen so many businesses where I had to leave the business because there was an issue, and we couldn't get in touch with them. Literally could not get. And I've seen good people that they couldn't get support, and I got tired of seeing stuff like that. So I made it important and even put a capital S right there for support because you've got to have that, man. You've got to have an owner that cares about a business, that cares about its people, and is managing its business. And that's what we have in Paul Stevenson. He's the best owner I have ever seen, point blank, period. His son Jacob reaches out to me on a regular basis. He's in the UK. Only issues I've ever had is if, there's about a 5-hour difference between me and him. So he may be asleep. Or I may be asleep when he tries to get back in touch with me, stuff of that nature. But that's what online business is like, But I've never seen him where he doesn't take care of an issue right then and there. Now, I've got so many videos. Every one of them at Exitus Elite, I have talked about Paul Stevenson, and I talked about his son quite a bit as well. And so if you need to see more about, just check out my videos, y'all. I've got so many videos with reviews, unlocking the back office, showing you everything, showing you different capture pages, things of that nature, y'all, that shows the, the quality of this system itself. Let me go ahead and show you one of them right here. Let me see. This is one of my favorite ones right here, y'all. This is, in my opinion, if a company's going to take the time and is going to make a video that looks this good just for a capture page, don't you know that the system itself is going to be quality? And y'all, recently, early this spring, we updated everything. So the entire system looks entirely different. We got new capture pages, things of that nature, y'all. I've used this same video in the background before, and people actually thought this was something that I created for my YouTube videos, and it's not. But look at the quality of this compared to this. Now, every so often, we wind up getting new pages. Some of these things would be changed. I look back here. This one is not the one I've seen before previously. So, there are little tweaks and stuff like that. I wanted to give people options. Here's a man here. Here's a woman here. Here's a lady right here of color. You've got seniors in here. We've got options up here for, people like that. Women with kids, talking about this, a single woman right here. a guy, I've got just as much gray as he's got. Little kids right here. So we try to add different capture pages for different people. Now, I want you to know something. The business I was telling you about earlier, where I was number one, blah, 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 Tim Chisanis and Michael Koken were the owners of that business. I was learning how, the ropes of everything. So Tim Chisanis was preaching to everybody. The number one thing you can ever do in online business is brand yourself, right? So I was starting to make my own capture pages, landing pages. I've been with Powell Systems for a long time. I used him to brand me in everything I do. So when I do a capture page, it's me standing in front of my house with my hand out so people can connect with me. The biggest cheerleader you'll ever have in your business is you, and that will never change, right? So there's a capture page right here with this. So I have my own, sales page. If you go through and click it, you'll see this, have my own 3-generation bonus training. Me and 2 6-figure earners that love one-up systems have all the training for that right here. That's my 3 generations, Adriana, Kelly, and Jonathan. And there's me with a whole bunch of different training down here as well. You get all this when you come into the system with me. Plus, I put your first member in for you, right? But with all this being said, I want you to understand something real important. The capture pages, like I just showed you, right? The first, when I came into Exitus Elite, I did not have pages. I wasn't ready for these pages to be coming up, so I didn't have a capture page, sales page, and stuff of that nature. I want you to understand, I used the default pages, and the first $10,000 I made was with this capture page. Now, yes, I was doing YouTube. Yes, I was excited. You should be excited about any business you get into. If you're not excited, you probably shouldn't be doing that business. I can go ahead and tell you that. And I'll give you training like that all the time in my videos. So if you're not feeling a business, I don't care if people are making money, don't do it. I can tell you that because people are going to sense that in you, in your conversations. If you're on the phone with them, if it's on Facebook, people can sense and tell when you're on fire. And that's something, people will follow you if you believe in something, even if they don't know what you're doing yet. That's the honest truth. So with me using just the generic pages that we got from inside of Exitus Elite, I made my first $10,000 using this capture page right here. Now, once I got everything going, I don't remember which page it was. It's been 5 years ago. I've made pages since then. This is the one right here. But y'all, in this little video, all I say is, let me show you a business, y'all, where I made the most money I ever made in a day, $9,000 in a day. Most money I ever made in a weekend was $13,000, $31,000 in less than 2 weeks in the first 13 days. All came from this business where I get to pick how I want to get paid immediately, and we even get to pick how we want to get paid, right? Now let me show you. I make my own payment pages, right? Is it necessary? No, but let me show you what I'm talking about. I give people the choice of PayPal, debit or credit card. All they do is come over here, scroll down, pick whichever one they're going to go with, and then click through. Now, just so you know, we have over a 90% ratio of people that come in at G1000 and the G2000. That is ridiculous. I have never seen a business that is 7 years old and continues to have a 90% ratio of people coming at the highest level. But how is that possible? It's because the pages and the system and the training and the owner and the Facebook group is quality. And that's the difference between that $33 business and this. I can make any business work. I believe that. If I believe in the business, even if the capture page ain't that strong, people are going to connect with me. I can almost literally just give them the sign up link and say, here you go. This is where you got to go, right? So I can go through a business and make it work, especially if I make my own capture page, sales page, stuff of that nature, But what's so awesome is I don't have to with this business. You see what I'm saying? Because the system is enough quality. And y'all, I can tell you, let's say you go 5 years with getting leads for Exitus Elite. Compare that to the leads that you're going to get off of Facebook for that free or $18 business. It's a huge difference. This is a gold mine compared to what I'm telling you when it comes to those cheap and free businesses. Those are the tire kickers, right? I grant you, if even a tire kicker knows a good tire when they see it. I don't go to Facebook doing a whole lot of posting in groups and stuff like that because they're not looking to spend $1,000 for a business. But y'all, you know how many times that I have seen people that have never made money jump in Exitus Elite and make $3,000 their first month? Y'all, how excited would you be? What kind of enthusiasm? How would your voice change if you were doing a YouTube video after you just made your first 1,000 or second or third 1,000? See what I'm saying? To me, Exitus Elite has that quality and brings quality people that's going to make your list, in my opinion, a gold mine in comparison to these people who are out there looking for that free and cheap. It's just not the same. So, in my opinion, that is one of the strongest things about it. This is one of the pictures I took right here. I need some pictures to possibly make thumbnails with, and my girlfriend had this cup, so I put it in the back corner. I thought it'd be really cool. I'm going to keep scrolling through real quick. Loved it, man. The sunsets were beautiful. I tried to capture some of these pages. There's my girlfriend. That's her grandson right here. Her little granddaughter told me she loved me this weekend. It's the first time. That's so sweet. Her name is Paisley. Probably show some pictures as well. I did a lot of work, y'all. Clean up on this thing. Lots of bleach. Stuff of that nature. Our first time ever on this lake with a boat with a big motor. We got a little paddle boat that I put a motor on the back of. But this was really nice, y'all. We have more time on the lake fishing, having sandwiches, things that there's Paisley right here. She's real sweet. Bentley's trying to fish for his first time. And, y'all, this is living. And don't you understand something? I was working so many hours in a restaurant that my son couldn't stay home for half the week. Think about that, y'all. 65 hours a week in a restaurant. Yes, I wasn't broke per se because I was pretty good at what I did. I was a really people person. I love figuring stuff out. But, man, I can tell you, when I focused at online business, I couldn't sleep. I knew that there was a way out. After 26 years, 65 hours a week, with no end in sight, my son not being able to stay in his own house for literally half the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I worked over 40 hours in just those 3 days. That wasn't my work week. That was just those 3 days. My son couldn't be home. Having babysitters that left the lids off the peanut butter, come home, ants everywhere. I mean, it's just crazy. And you know how much babysitters are? It is crazy. It's literally like some people literally almost break even just so they can go to work so that so their kids can be taken care of by babysitters. Get away from all that, y'all. The most money I ever had in the bank was $15,000. Let me show you something, y'all. Let me show you something. When I got Exitus Elite, $17,000. This was a few years back, right? This was me being number one on the leaderboard. So I'm just basically backing up. I was telling you, it's Tim and Michael. They were the owners a little bit further down. Really good marketers in here, man. I learned a lot from other marketers. Charles Boley, or Chuck Boley, he passed away a few years back. Me and him struggled for first place often. Chuck was awesome. I enjoyed him. He made a lot really good videos. They were long. He just let go. You could tell people. That's where I learned, to be honest, to find a business I believe in, that I love, and let go. And Chuck was just like me. They did some interviews with Chuck, and Chuck was like, he make a 30, 40-minute video. Well, I have a tendency to do that, right? And he was like, YouTube tells you 4 minutes and people drop off. Well, that may be true, but you know what? I think there's people that want to hear when I get rolling, when I get excited. The one that's going to get in is the one that's at this far in a video that's still listening. They're the ones that's going to make it. They're the ones that's going to be serious about $1,000 or $2,000 business. The first 4 minutes, if you can't make that, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to be in this business, or definitely not connected with me. Charles, even though he may not say those exact same words, was that kind of guy. And I got so much out of listening to his videos. When you do YouTube, y'all, he was doing a business that I wasn't even in. I didn't care about the business, but I was looking at some people that was successful, and Chuck Boley or Charles was that person. So I studied him, and I was like, he believed in stuff so much that I was drawn in because of his belief. You see what I'm saying? And him just letting go, and it flows. And people can sense it when it's real. When you believe in something, people can feel it. And that's what I got with Charles. So I would take this element. I'm not writing down what Charles says, and I'm going to say what Charles says. I'm looking at what made Charles work. Why was he successful? Then I went and looked at Steve Dordell doing YouTube. I wasn't really doing YouTube yet. I was doing Facebook. I was number one using Facebook for free and cheap because I found out that's what people there wanted, right? So I went to number one. But Mark Crosby, I watched how YouTube, they worked. Karen, Petty, we're still communicating even now, years and years later. A lot of these people are real successful in what they do, right? Take what Charles does right. Take what I do right. Take what Tim does right. Take what Michael does right, Mark Crosby, and I combined it into my own by using these little elements that I like what they did and they did. And I created my own self in the process. That's what you do. Pick a way to get out to people. You master that way by looking at people who are being successful. It don't even have to be the same business. I don't care what Steve Ordell's doing now or Tim, or I hope them they're doing best at whatever they're doing. But I get to take the elements of those people and put it together and make it my own. That's how I started my YouTube channel. That's how I learned to stand out, and Chuck believed me a lot for that. So I want to show you something, y'all. I know this is kind of small print right here. This is $52,462.11 sitting in my bank account. Y'all, this says August the 17th right here. I know it's small print. So I came in this August the 1st. August the 17th, I had over $50,000 sitting in my bank. That's in the first 17 days alone, y'all. What would life-changing income can a $1,000 business like Exitus Elite do? That's it right here, y'all. And I wound up making more money than Exitus Elite than this. What was it to me? It was paying $11,000 worth of medical bills off. It's making enough money that you pay your house off. You start making money like this, and you're starting to think, wow, I owe $27,000 to my house. Well, I made $3,000. It'd only take 24 more of these. This ain't nothing. Yo, when you start feeling that way, and people can sense it, and you start reaching out to people, and they can tell you're being sincere, and then they look at the business, and they see the quality of the pages. They know the owners there. We got weekly webinars on Wednesday where the owners literally explain the business, and may have somebody like me or somebody else in the business or whoever to go there and interview them. So you get to hear what they think about Exitus Elite. Somebody's making 6-figure, 7-figure income, and this is our weekly stuff, man. And this is 7 years later. Why is it still around 7 years? Because we have an owner that's like that, and that's the difference. But y'all, I want you to understand. When I was working 26 years, working 65 hours to 90 plus hours a week, I might have been, might not have been broke per se, but I wasn't living. I can tell you that. You can't live working 65 hours a week. Not really. I wasn't buying boats. I sure as heck didn't have 50,000 plus sitting in the bank. See what I'm saying? I didn't vet these, so I'm sorry. These are just different ones. I was trying to catch the sunset in the background because it was so pretty, and it just wasn't showing up very well for some reason here. Grandson's still fishing. There's a picture of our boat next day with the bimini down the front. But y'all, I can tell you the reason this means so much to me is because, this is living, man. Being free from a job, finding a business you believe in, letting people connect with you. Understand that there is no secret. The secret is letting go so people can connect with you. And honestly, it don't take a lot to do that. But a lot of y'all think you got to be some kind of guru. I'm going to hide behind my cell phone, get rich with nobody knowing who I am. When people are not going to give you $1,000 if they don't know who you are. You see what I'm saying? That's where the magic's at. Being in the front of your house with your hand out saying, welcome to my business. Have you got any questions? I'll be right here. I'll help walk you through it. And they can sense it. Expect your people to get in. Expectations. Y'all, the Bible, 20% of the Bible is based upon expectations. Expect people to get in. Expect to succeed. When you start making money, use that to make momentum to make more money. Don't let off. Keep your foot going. Keep it down the gas pedal and go. And that's when you're going to start paying cash for a pontoon boat. Now, no, this isn't a brand new boat. We weren't looking at. We wanted one, the teal green or the turquoise with a white was a fun boat. It's beautiful. The motor's in great shape. It's got a Bluetooth radio, double bimini, stuff of that nature, y'all. The whole point is we found what we wanted and this is it. But y'all, this is the second boat we have. We bought a vehicle recently. You saw the golf cart earlier, right? That's a lithium battery golf cart. It does about 40 to 45 miles on a charge. It's got a reversed camera. I mean, this thing's crazy. It's street legal. It does about 25 to 30 miles per hour. I can go from here to where my dad lives in the next town and come back. It's just like it's a little Tesla. It's crazy, right? It's awesome. All this happens with freedom and me believing in what I was doing. And it's not something that's going to change for you unless you make that change. For me, God's biggest thing for me that he gave me was the ability that I get passionate about something and I believe in something and I figure it out. I hit my head against the wall. I'll find a way around it. I always have. But y'all, Tim Jasana's, I didn't have a sponsor when I got an online business. And Tim was the owner. He wasn't even my sponsor for that business, to be honest, but he was the owner of that business. And I reached out to him and he told me, he said, Shawn, I want you to pick one way to get out to people, and I want you to master that way. He says, and I don't want you to, don't even message me back until you have gone and made $500. I knew what he was trying to tell me to do. He was telling me I need to go apply action and learn. Learn by applying your own action. Learn to make it work for you your way by your way. I could go find somebody else's video, and it might be great and all, but the problem is it's still theory until I apply action and make it work. And what works for them may not work for me. Y'all, I tried Craigslist. I got people to get into the business. They'd sign up, but I couldn't get nobody to go active. I couldn't make any money. I saw other people that could. That was their way. That was their way of picking people, out of people and master it. Great. It wasn't my way. Maybe YouTube's not your way. Maybe Facebook's not your way. It doesn't matter what fandangle new way it is. It's find what fits best for you. Make sure that you don't take you out. I don't care what you're doing. If it's solo ads, whatever it is, let these people connect to you. That is the answers to any business. If tomorrow a brand new business comes in and I believe in this business, I'm not going to ask, am I going to do okay? I know I'm going to blow it out the doors off this freaking business. I know I am. Because I know the answers is letting people connect with me, letting go, showing them I believe in this business, showing them I'm being accessible, and that's it. That's all it really takes. So what am I telling you to do? A business that's been around for 7 years. One of the best owners, not one of them, the best owner. I've seen good owners. Power Lead Systems, y'all, how I make my capture page, landing pages, stuff like that, y'all. They're great. I've been paid every week since February of 2015. Far from some kind of failure, right? That's awesome. As good as those owners are over there, Michael Price, Neil Geis, I even done training for the company itself, right? So it's an awesome business. They still don't touch what Paul Stevenson does for this Exitus Elite business. And a one-up is so, so powerful. It's awesome. All right, I'm going to go through a couple of these right here. Now, I'm going to flip through here some more pages. Love the boat, man. This was a fun weekend. Let me extend this out right here. That didn't help much, did it? Okay. All right, y'all. So, got some awesome capture pages right here. We got a lead capture page that automatically goes to the lead capture page that goes to a video sales page. That's really, really good page as well. Let me see if I can't go back up here. I'll show you some of these if I have it timed out here. No, I'm still good. Cool. Down here at the bottom, y'all, these are some really good pages. These are the ones that we get from the company that explains the business. This is a VSL page. It shows you everything. Learn more. Click here. What I like about Exitus Elite is it has rabbit holes. So you go down this hole, and it'll take you to this other page, and it's going to be like 5 or 6 different options for people to see. And that page up here for products showing Exitus Elite, the training series and stuff with G1000, G2000, blah, 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 are not the same as you would pick at this other one. It's made specifically for this, so I think that's pretty awesome to have a business that does that. So it's my VSL right here. This is about the library itself. Replicated web page. I'm going to show you this one. I'm not going to try to make this video real long. But it's usually integrated, with movement and stuff like that. Why Exitus Elite, memberships, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, there's so many people making six-figure income, or people that are very successful. I've seen over the years that are still sticking with Exitus Elite years and years later. And I think that's a huge, tells you something right by itself, right? Now, let me show you some training. Let me see here, my purchases, my Genesis library. So let me go down here. I'm going to show you something. This is G1000. Now, this is only one section. And if you don't know, this is all training series, right? It comes with, it captures all your leads, captures, lets you know all the information, if they're active, not active, if they purchased, if not, whatever, blah, 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 right here, right? So under the legends right here, this is one of my favorites. So the G100, the G250, G500, 1000, and G2000. If you came in at the G1000, it's going to give you the G500, the 250, and 100, and all the training comes with that. Obviously, you wouldn't own the G2000. See what I'm saying? Because you haven't purchased that. Now, if you go to the G2000, and then you own all of the systems plus going back. But I just want to show you just one part. This is called the Legends, right? Now, this is 20 people that are 6- and 7-figure earners, where they're in direct interview with, asking them what's the one thing that made a difference for you, or whatever it may be, right? I want to show you some of this, y'all. Jack Zufelt right here, he was so impressed with Exitus Elite that he wound up, the G500, it wound up being a good portion of him. This is a guy that charges thousands and thousands of dollars just to go to one of his webinars, and this is basically an over-the-shoulder of him telling you what he's doing. He was so impressed with Exitus Elite, he actually asked could he be part of the system. So that is pretty awesome right by itself. Jeff Mills, I've seen about Power Lead Systems, how I make capture page landing pages. I've actually done a couple of videos with him. He's a really cool guy. We've worked together with Power Lead Systems for quite a while. So it's pretty awesome to see some people like him in here as well. Let's see, Ray Hickens. He's one of my friends on Facebook. He did a live the other day I actually watched talking about TikTok and how he's teaching people how to do stuff like that. I personally feel like I'm too old for TikTok, but he did show you some, some stuff that was really, I took some notes on, letting you know the number of people at what age limit are in TikTok and how people are using it for businesses and, growing, making an audience and stuff like that. Here's my buddy Darren Little. One of the best interviews I've seen that we have done inside of Exitus Elite was with Darren, because in 2021 he's still using Facebook, bringing in sales for his businesses, not just Exitus Elite but other businesses as well. And I thought it was really good to show an updated somebody making six-figure, exactly how they're doing Facebook as well. So these are real people, and a lot of these that people inside the group personally know. That's pretty awesome, But this is only one segment. Can you imagine how much this could be worth? And this is just one section of all of this. And this G2000, others is big. People wanted more information about Bitcoin, so we added that as well. One night we had this thing, and Paul's like, he's like, go check out your Facebook group. There was 15 new videos. Video on demand is what's called. That had just been added with training. Not like we were lacking in training in the first place, right? But here was 15 more videos of training that he just added into it. And to me, this is the combination that makes the difference compared to other companies. And that's why 5 years later, 200 plus videos in Exitus Elite, and I'm still smiling from ear to ear doing this business. So I'm going to end this. I've got so many things I could say about it. I think basically I've covered everything that needs to be covered. If you're ready to come into Exitus Elite, y'all, yes, I put your first member in for you, the G1000 and the G2000, the highest levels inside this business. Gives you all the training backwards. If you want to come in the lower level, you can. But almost anybody gets in the Facebook group, they'll realize that they need to upgrade when they start seeing brand new people coming in showing the $1,000, $2,000 commissions that they're making. So, I mean, obviously it's your choice to do whatever you want to do. If you come in at G100, 250, or 500, just hit my link. Go ahead and sign up. That's good to go. Coming at G1000 or G2000, get in touch with me. My phone number is down below. And what I want you to do is call me so that I can send you the next link. We can talk about the business as well, but I can send you the next link. That's the last person that came in, the G1000 or the G2000, so that we're going to get them qualified. So let's say if you decide to come in and my last person was Jim, Jim's going to be smiling from ear to ear that you're coming at G1000, because we're going to get him qualified. And every person he puts in it's going to be his person and his commission, because I've already taken care of that pass up. It's only one person at the highest level, right? Then I'm going to take your link and do the exact same thing and give it out to the next person as well. So I've been doing that longer than anybody else in Exitus Elite. Every video just about you can check out I personally do that. So you're more than welcome to scroll through and check out any of my older videos. And y'all, this is real. This business is real. This is life-changing income for anybody who decides to take this seriously. And this time of the year, August, September, October, November, December, is the hottest times because the holidays are coming. School with this whole COVID thing is going, driving people crazy as well. So go ahead and jump in, y'all. Let me know if there's anything that you need. Give me a call directly. My phone number is right there down below. Send a message here at YouTube. I answer back real quick. And with that being said, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Appreciate it.